Good evening, Stampers. I'm going to share with you this double pocket gift card holder. It's a very simple card to make and really elegant and perfect for if you're wanting to give gift cards or just a card that's unique. It's a fun fold. I'm using the Ornate Garden suite that is going to be available for customers to pre-purchase on April 1st, and it's going to be one of the suites in the new 2020-2021 catalog. And it has beautiful paper. This is the Ornate Garden paper. It has two stamp sets, one that is Ornate Thanks, that's a photopolymer, and one that is Ornate Style, which is the cling, red rubber cling. It has two sets of dies. The dies are, this is the Ornate Borders dies, and this is the Ornate Layers dies. And then it also has an embossing folder, and there is some ribbon, Calypso Coral and Old Olive ribbon, and there is also the gilded gems, which are hiding under here somewhere. I'll show you those. Here they are, gilded gems. So, this is going to be a really wonderful suite. I know you're going to love it. And when it goes live, anyone that purchases any part of the suite will receive a mega tutorial. And I mean mega. There's going to be like 75 to 85 different ideas that you're going to get free when you purchase this suite. So onto the card. So I'm going to start with a piece of Designer Series paper that is 8.5 by 11. And the first thing I'm going to do is to score it. And on the 8.5-inch side, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And then on the 5.5-inch side, or the 11-inch side, I'm going to score it at 5.5. So right down the center on both sides. Then I'm going to fold it and burnish it with my bone folder on both score lines. And then I'm going to take this edge that's at the bottom. This is the right bottom corner, and I'm going to fold that up just to the score line. Not over the score line, or not right on the score line, but just to it. So I'm going to fold that into a triangle and burnish that real well. Then I'm going to turn it over, and the top left corner, I'm going to measure over 3 inches and make a little tiny tick mark there, just so I know where I'm cutting. And then, or where I'm folding, and I'm going to fold this up so that it's even with the score line over here, so that it's even. The next step is to cut from this outside edge to the center with your scissors, and that's all. So now we have it cut. We have this folded and this folded. So the first thing we're going to do is take this upper left corner and put it over here, so you can see how that makes the first pocket. And then we're going to bring this up, and you could do it like this and just leave it like this, and it would be very pretty with the tags in it. But I'm going to actually flip this over to the back and then bring it up like that. So now I get to see more of that, those beautiful daisies. And then this just goes into the back. So that's it. That's all you have to do. That is your card. On this card, I actually, this isn't the one, but this is the one. I have the center, and I put a place where you could write in here, but you don't have to if you want to just write on your tags. And so you could actually put some adhesive in there, but I think I'll leave it open and put the paper in there later. So that is the card. That is it. That's the base of the card. So then the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need 2 pieces of Early Espresso, and these are going to be for the backs of the tags, and this is cut 4.5 by 2 and 4 inches by 2 inches. And I'm going to use this Ornate tag punch, and I'm going to pull that in there and cut that. And then I'm going to do the same with this one, fold it in there, cut that. And now we're going to add the sentiment to this, and so this is going to be, I've already stamped it to save time, and I stamped it in Early Espresso and then colored it with my blends with, oops, you see I made a mistake on the back, but we're going to cover that up. And this is going to go there, and I'm going to put this here. And then I've cut some little pieces of the old olive ribbon, and this is going to go through the hole up here, and then I'll use a piece of the thick baker's twine, a little bit longer one, and I'll tie that. And so we'll just tie that together real quick and simple in a little bow. And the fingers never want to work when I'm on camera, of course. And so now I've got my little bow, and then I'll just cut those off. And then my next one, I'll add another one to this one. These would make great for any occasion, great gifts for any occasion that you're wanting to give a gift card, or just the little tags. They're fine as they are. And I'll add that here. My fingers are not working tonight. Let's see. So this is the one. I'll finish that later. So that we've got these two, and they will go into the two pockets. And I'm actually going to add just a couple of glue dots just to kind of hold this together so they don't slip out. So I'm adding a glue dot here and a glue dot here, and that just folds those down, holds them together. Then our next thing is to put on our thanks. And I know I had it sitting right here. Oh, here it is. And I cut this out with a gold foil, and then this piece, the gold foil, will be approximately 3.5 by 2 1/4, and then Whisper White will be 2.5 by 1 1/4. And I will have these measurements on my blog for you to see. And then I'm just going to add this here, and you could put it down with tear and tape. I'm going to just use some dimensionals, and that will hold it in place, and it will also hold this flap down. So using a little bit of small dimensionals. I'd use larger ones probably if I had them, but I don't see if I have them sitting right here, so it's not a big deal. And I'm going to put that right there. And your card is done, except just adding something back here. Isn't that beautiful? And what a great way. As most of you know, I'm a hoarder of designer series paper, so I have a lot I could make. And I wanted to show you the other three that I made. This one was the one I showed in my Facebook Live, and this is the Tropical Oasis Designer Series paper. May your birthday be memorable. And then this one has some palm trees on it. And then I cut out a flower and put it on the front. And this one would make an excellent child's gift for a gift card. Just stick a little gift card in here. Maybe just have one tag, happy birthday, and then let's celebrate you, and then slip in a little gift card. And that's the Birthday Bonanza paper. And then this is the Parisian paper. And this is a wedding card. I used the Forever Blossom stamp set. And I stamped it on petal pink and then colored it with the petal pink and old olive. And then I cut it out with the coordinating die. And then this says, always and forever. And then wishing you a long life together filled with love and promise. And then you could put a gift card back behind here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and you can see it's a very, very, very quick and simple